Did you know? She speaks. Her voice resonates through the woodlands, the leaves dancing on her every word, as if she sang her most beloved song. And did you know she guides? An invisible push into the right direction, like light that always paves the way. She nurtures through rich soils and bountiful lands, waters irrigating and connecting everything like a network of veins, like a spider's web. Lush green forests, where the ambience feels sheltered and inviting. Salty seacoasts and rolling waves, a symphony of sounds breaking against the warm, sandy beaches. Relentless deserts, testing the spirits of its inhabitants, with a blazing sun following their every step. The world of Gondwa is diverse, incredible, interesting and unforgiving. From the smaller creatures to the colossal giants, Earth welcomes all. However, amongst these differences, there is one thing that binds everyone together. A golden cord woven within all that draw breath. It is Earth's powerful heartbeat, a rhythm so strong, it can be heard and felt even when the songs of giants roar across the land. A melody that has never changed, a familiar voice that speaks to those who are, those who have yet to come, and to those who came before. Life always finds a way, they say. Let her speak to you. Let her sing to you. And let earth flow through you like water, a river of hope in dire times. Because however dark the skies may turn, and however hard your path may be, Mother Earth will be there to see you rise again. And rise again you shall. It is time for yet another story. Another documentary short film that will take you into the world of Path of Titans. Within Gondwa's heart. The smell of damp soil and sand woven with fresh water dwells calmly in the crisp morning air. A chorus of insects rattle left and right, as if everyone's waking up to the early morning sun that cascades through the canopy. Decade-old vines climb up against ancient trees, a display of perseverance and overcoming hardships. A young Deinocheirus is on the hunt for breakfast, using the cover of the dense foliage to his advantage. But he's not the only one that calls this swamp home. A bit higher up, slightly above most of the treetops, a small freshwater lake shimmers welcoming in the morning sun. Two duck-like creatures have inhabited this patch of land. This is the Deinocheirus, a genus of large ornithomimosaur that lived during the late Cretaceous around 70 million years ago. This male and female are considered a bonded pair. This becomes even more evident as we see them building a nest, well hidden amongst the trees. The little flyer accompanying them is called a Rhamphorhynchus, a small scavenger, hoping to find some easy pickings. The male Deinocheirus will aid in gathering materials and making sure his wife is fed and content. He will also step up to the role as guardian to make sure his lady and his nest are safe. About 75 kilometers to the north, a different sound sparks interest. Nestled between two prominent locations, Rainbow Hills and Rockfall Hill, a much bigger family of dinosaur moves around as the sun slowly climbs higher. It is Stegosaurus, a genus of herbivorous, four-legged, armored dinosaurs from the late Jurassic. Characterized by their distinctive plates, their rounded back and their much shorter front limbs in comparison to hind legs, Stegosaurus is one of the more well-known dinosaurs that have ever been discovered. With females having rounded plates and males more pointy, another clear visual difference is the striking colors that males display. Usually during daytime, you can expect to see stegosaurs basking in the sun and soaking up the warmth. With a mixture of juveniles and adolescent members as well as adults, the leading bull takes pride in his herd. The lead bull constantly patrols the area. Stegosaurus is of a more aggressive nature, with both males and females being incredibly vocal in terms of claiming their territory. A few hours later, as the sun slowly sits on her peak high up in the sky, the family of herbivores slumber silently in the swaying shadows that are being cast down from above. A few younger members have yet to find a spot, but the adults seem to be napping happily and content. Marked by life itself, this female Stegosaurus keeps upright, scanning the area for any signs of danger as her family dozes off. About 40 kilometers to the south, perhaps a bit more to the southwest, a completely different scene unfolds. Cornered by an organized pack of Utahraptors, these two Pachyrhinosaurs have nothing more than each other to count on. On a pillar overlooking the confrontation, a giant aerial creature, a vulture of the prehistoric, gazes down upon the evolving battlefield. His motive, an easy meal, preferably demanding zero effort. An albino female sits quietly as her pack tries to take down their prey. She is seen as weakly and therefore cannot partake in fights. The sun slowly descends down behind the towering walls of stone. With both parties growing weaker as exhaustion takes hold, it will be a matter of who will make the first mistake to see who will be victorious. A red sun paints stone with an unsettling silhouette. The aerial vulture is ever present and growing weary. Life cannot be predicted. It will knock you down, pick you back up and push you forward, usually when you don't expect it. The vulture sees an opportunity and takes it, snatching one of the wounded Utahraptor from this earth. And there it was, Earth's voice calling one of her angels back home. For one life, tonight marks the end. For others, tonight marks the start, the gift of another chance. That same evening, Earth weeps. She sings a chorus to those who are willing to stand still and listen. The stars greet life below them with shimmers of guidance and hope. And then, suddenly, angelic voices filter through the dew-cloaked leaves. It is one of the biggest gatherings of life to have ever been recorded. A homage to eons of evolution, a testament of resilience as life on this planet, and above all, the true meaning of strength in numbers. This is the Amargasaurus, with this herd being about 70 individuals strong. An incredibly rare phenomenon. Amargasaurus is a genus of sauropod dinosaur from the early Cretaceous epoch of what is now Argentina. This gigantic herd is migrating towards their nesting grounds several hundred kilometers away. A new day has broken, and with that, the arrival of another movie star, the Pachycephalosaurus. Pachycephalosaurus was among the last species of non-avian dinosaurs on Earth before the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. Today, however, no such thing as an extinction event will take place. These domed-skulled dinosaurs came here to claim territory, and they have a very interesting way of doing so. By bullying. These Quetzalcoatlus gladly move along. Besides, they're busy with other things. Courtship. This lone Triceratops walks into the open, completely oblivious to the bullies that have already spotted him. Not even a few sips of water in, and the challenge for territory begins. That being said, this Triceratops isn't even interested in claiming this patch of land. He just wants some water. Clearly confused, the Triceratops stands his ground. With an estimate 11 metric tons, 12 short tons in body mass, the large herbivore charges in. But these pesky Pachycephalosaurs aren't easily spooked. By swaying their heads and bodies, they try to trick the Triceratops to come closer, like a bull going for the red cloth. The brawl has drawn in spectators. Outnumbered as well as being nothing more than heavily annoyed, the Triceratops walks away. But don't you worry, these Pachycephalosaurs will be put in their place soon enough. We find ourselves in late June. In other words, summer will claim her moment in just a few days. Even in this early morning, the warmth of the summer sun can be easily felt, with the waters closest to land feeling warm and inviting. Residents throughout Gondwa can feel it already. The longer evenings, ever-soothing heat, ripe fruits, and an explosion of other nutrients. Oh, summer, you are so welcome. With summer rapidly closing in, behavior in life on the Isle of Gondwa changes just as quickly. It is the 21st of June, the first day of the new season. 2 Iguanodon bulls have successfully singled out a female in heat and separated her from her band. With their 4.5 metric tons, 5.0 short tons, in body mass, the 2 bulls stand tall. By rearing up on their hind legs, slamming the ground and bellowing aggressively, they try to intimidate the other to back down. Later that day, as the sun desperately tries to evade the hazy clouds that cover her pungent rays, we find ourselves back in Sharptooth Marsh, home to the Deinocheirus. The bonded pair has successfully built a wonderful nest, but will there be life nestled within? There seems to be movement coming from the nest. Could it be? A tiny little duckling finds herself safely watched over by her proud father. She is estimated to be only a few days old, with her baby feathers still sticky and flat on her tiny body. Both mother and father keep eyes on their surroundings. With only one hatchling in their nest, these two will sure turn incredibly territorial to any that might pose a threat. Well, perhaps the tiny flyer is spared from the wrath of the ducks. Perhaps. Late afternoon holds all of Gondwa in a suffocating grasp. The herd of Stegosaurus is restless and unsettled. Son to the leading bull sounds the alarm. Something's not right and seemingly just out of sight. Whenever serious danger might be lurking, the whole herd of Stegosaurs takes part in an attempt to press away whatever it is that's not supposed to be there. Only 2 adults, usually older and confident members, will try and push out the invader from their territory. After chasing it for about 10 minutes, the stegosaur pair that's actively on its tail finally see what they are dealing with. Tyrannotitan. And this male seems to be pretty lost, confused, and not happy with those spiky herbivores so close behind him. A wise choice to move away, my friend. A soft summer evening graces Gondwa. With the sun ever so close to dipping behind the hills and mountains, our Pachycephalosaur posse stands proud on a big stone formation, placed perfectly in the middle of their territory. That being said, the 5 domed-headed bullies seem a bit more quiet as 3 triceratops venture forward. From a safe height, the posse rears up to try and display their sheer size, only for the triceratops trio to be more interested in their surroundings, scanning the area for any sign of food. With the water quality too murky to have a proper drink, one of the triceratops shakes his head in displeasure. With the Pachycephalosaurs roaring from a safe distance, the bulky herbivores are simply curious as to why they act so tough, but stay so far away. As the 3 move off, low vibrating calls of communication rumble through the forest. This is bad news for the Pachycephalosaurs. They are heavily outnumbered. Not only that, they are completely oblivious as well, distracted by a Quetzalcoatlus flying overhead. The Utahraptor sees their moment. It is now or never. And they ran straight into the lion's den. Earth has claimed yet another angel to come back home. But she did not make her final journey alone. Sometimes we wonder what awaits us after we close our eyes for the final time. Perhaps we will return to start over. Perhaps we have one life, one chance. But whatever it may be that will greet us in the afterlife, one thing is for certain. When one life ends, another begins. The circle will never be broken, for it is Earth who holds the key. A new day, a new start. The smell of damp soil and rain lingering far away dwells throughout Titan's Pass. Hatchling Miragaia peek their long snouts from outside of the carefully constructed nest, taking a first look at Earth herself. 3 Kentrosaurs, a genus of stegosaurid dinosaur from the late Jurassic, entertain the hatchlings as their parents take some rest. This unique gathering of herbivores is not completely unusual. Kentrosaur, Miragaia, and Amargasaurus enjoy each other's company greatly. Armored with incredibly long and pointy spikes, this entire herd is well equipped to fend off danger if need be. Today, however, this unique group enjoys the soft sun and long naps. With the summer sun at its absolute peak, it's nice to have a day where the temperature is a bit more forgiving. Mother of the 3 hatchlings encourages her offspring to come follow her. With their curious nature, these 3 are at the start of their lives. Their tiny spikes are still flexible and have yet to harden out. Just look at them, how adorable. The gentle sauropod carefully moves closer. He seems to know that he needs to place his feet carefully. These 3 new beginnings have been welcomed with open arms. A warm family to be protected by, to hopefully grow big and strong. Did you know? She speaks. Her voice resonates through the woodlands, the leaves dancing on her every word, as if she sang her most beloved song. And did you know she guides? An invisible push into the right direction, like light that always paves the way. The world of Gondwa is diverse, incredible, interesting and unforgiving. From the smaller creatures to the colossal giants, Earth welcomes all. However, amongst these differences, there is one thing that binds everyone together. It is Earth's powerful heartbeat, a rhythm so strong it can be heard and felt even when the songs of giants roar across the land. A melody that has never changed, a familiar voice that speaks to those who are, those who have yet to come, and to those who came before. Mother Earth will be there to see you rise again. And rise again. You shall.